Like, what is this culture that we're talking about that we need to build in the office that maybe some people might be like, no, I don't need this thing.
I think just caveat, I am not advocating that we need to be in the office 5 days, but taking a balanced approach. I think culture is basically consistent behavior that you can observe, right? That means you can see or you can actually quantify. Then that gives rise to that feeling, that emotion. And then some call it sense of belonging, some call it identity. So I think it all boils down to how well can you observe what's being done or who is doing it. Then you can elicit that feeling that, do I really belong here? So ultimately, there's no right or wrong. It's like if 3 days achieve that culture building, fine. If 4 days, 5 days, some teams come together once in a quarter. So really it's about making sure that those behavior can be observed. And if distributed teams work largely virtually, then they have to work harder to ensure that these behaviors come true. Hence, there are teams when they work virtually, there is a no camera off policy. Because I need to, bloody see your face, to know that you are real and that you are there, And there are mechanisms around how to make sure that culture building works. But I think it starts from what the leadership also kind of like interprets this culture building to feel like and to look like. So first and foremost, there must be some consistency. Then there must be some repeatability. Then people trust that this will be sustained, and then they will have a certain amount of feelings. So that's why a lot of our client organizations always ask us, Nicole, how do we create that sense of belonging? That's that intangible, priceless feeling that we want to create. And then they have all these policies. So we need to help them link up. What you say is what you mean, is what you do. And all these things need to come together. If not, culture is not going to happen.
And it can be done in person or when people work from home as well.
Of course.
Okay.
Yeah.